Because it seems cool to vape and you get different flavors infused into it, like oolong and lychee. Just buy bubble tea lah. You're 14 years old and you see fellow 14-year-olds vape?
I understand that. Because last time also I thought Beyblade was cool.
Yeah, but it's not the same as Beyblade. Can you don't compare Beyblade?
I'll be worried if this logic is for a 30-year-old, you know?
To be fair, the 30-year-olds that I know, they do it not because they think it's cool.
Then?
It's just...
addiction lah.
Yeah, addiction. Hi everyone, I'm Annette. Welcome to Real Blue Zone. Today we're going to be talking about vaping, why it's so prevalent in Singapore, even though it's illegal. And joining me in this discussion today is none other than Zaki.
Hi guys, we're going to discuss how to get away with vaping today. Right?
You got away with it before?
I don't vape, guys.
Yeah, that's why you're here today.
What are we breathing now?
Fresh air.
Which is made of?
Fresh air.
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Oh,
Oxygen is enough, guys. 100% oxygen.
So I went to ask my IG story, see what people are saying, what their opinions are, why are people still vaping even though it's illegal. And I got some of their responses, so we're going to check it out right now. They think it's cool from a 14-year-old perspective, seeing people my age who vape. You're 14 years old and you see fellow 14-year-olds vape?
I understand that. I understand. Because last time also I thought Beyblade was cool.
Yeah, but
Let alone
Beyblade is not putting an unknown substance in your body.
Have you seen how they vape? Not cool, man.
Yeah, but it's not the same as Beyblade. Can you don't compare Beyblade?
They compare with what? Last time you found not cool.
Smoking lah. I mean, I did not think it was cool either. Okay, so maybe as a 14-year-old, could it be they don't understand that it's affects your health?
But I feel like at that time, because you have like school politics, right? You want to climb it up. So some people who are obsessed with it, trying to climb up to the ranks, might actually be like, wow, I think I need vaping to go up the ranks.
But you can't even openly vape in school, so why would that?
That's how cool it is, don't you think? Like a lot of the cool things cannot do.
I guess amongst the younger crowd, like what you said, it's not peer pressure. Fine, I mean
peer pressure, the word.
you can't compare Beyblades with vaping, but I guess it's the same concept.
I'll be worried if this logic is for a 30-year-old, 14-year-old, like, understand,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
okay.
But if 30-year-old, you do it because you think it's cool.
Come on.
I mean, come on lah.
Come on. There's cooler things,
Yeah,
like
who
savings.
are you trying to impress at 30? Yeah, but okay, to be fair, the 30-year-olds that I know, they do it not because they think it's cool.
Then?
It's just...
addiction lah.
Yeah, addiction.
Yeah. Yeah, at some point, all these cool things become addiction.
Someone else says, because the cost is cheap and no one is going to check if you are of legal age to purchase. Are they really not going to check?
Yeah, it's
I don't
illegal
know
already, right?
Yeah, but I don't know what is it like to buy a vape. So why do they not check your age?
I know some people got group chats like that one.
So they have they're like
They have like
Telegram
their,
dealer or
Telegram,
something.
Correct. But at the same time, I know like sometimes the authorities also will penetrate these groups. So there's a lot of playing like who's the murderer game with this group chat.
Mafia.
So they normally will play who's the HSA in this group. So
I see. Interesting. So it's not worth the risk lah sometimes.
yeah.
I'm sure you might get caught.
But do you understand, like, do you think it's cheaper?
From what I heard lah, like vaping is cheaper than cigarettes, right? Is it?
If you count cost per puff, the
cost per puff is lower.
The compounding interest is better in vape, I feel. But in cigarette, it's safer.
Wait, cigarette is safer in what sense? Like
It's a safer investment versus vape, because vape is cheap, cost per puff. But then if you get caught, the cost per puff goes high. So there's a high risk lah.
Oh, okay. It's like illegal parking.
Yeah,
if you
correct.
get someone, then you get the ticket, then it's more expensive. Someone else says, because it seems cool to vape and you get different flavors infused into it, like oolong and lychee. Just buy bubble tea lah. You know the lychee oolong? I buy all the time.
Really?
Yeah. I think the 1 cup bubble tea is cheaper than a vape. Okay, can you tell me numbers right now? Because from your intel. I don't know.
No, actually I really don't know. We have to search online. You understand?
Okay, research.
We ask ChatGPT. Singapore disposable vapes can cost around $30. Non-disposable vapes around $60.
So overall, it is technically, I guess, cheaper than a cigarette.
Yeah, I
cost
think
per puff.
I think one vape based on internet here, it says like it's like I think you can get 500 times more puffs.
Yeah.
So technically, bubble tea, you think cheaper or not?
Obviously.
So I have a game. Since I think we were talking about flavors, right?
Yeah.
Then I want you to play. You play this game. It's called vape flavor or smoothie flavor.
Okay.
Yeah. If you win, you don't get vape lah. I already look up the vape online, some of these flavors, and also I went to a smoothie company also.
Okay.
To look for the smoothie ones. Okay, the first one banana cream cheesecake. Is this a vape or is this a smoothie flavor?
Vape.
Correct.
Yes! You know why? Because smoothies are meant to be kind of healthier, so I think they wouldn't go with the cream cheesecake side.
Wow, that is actually a tricky one. To be honest, that one was a tricky one. Okay. Very, very light.
I feel like I would just go with vape again because I don't think smoothies name that.
It is a smoothie.
It is a smoothie.
And you actually can get it. This is the very, very light. You see, you are right about like how vape and bubble tea, but actually I think vape is more like smoothie lah, not bubble tea lah. Banana buzz.
Okay, that one sounds like a smoothie.
Are you sure?
Yes. No, did I get it wrong? Oh, yeah.
You're correct.
Okay.
Okay, last one. This one, I think this one people will know. King William chocolate.
Why would people know this?
Trust
Wait, are there
me,
chocolate
trust.
flavored vapes? You know what? I'm just gonna go with vape then.
It's smoothie. Come on.
Go.
It's a smoothie. I feel like people you can get at Boost, not sponsored, but a lot of people order King William chocolate.
Dang it! I don't order chocolate smoothies because these smoothies are meant to be kind of healthier, right?
Yeah, you see, vape also may sound healthy also. How like that?
Dang, okay, never mind. Alright, that was fun. Did you guys get any correct? Let me know. Someone else says it's easy to vape. Just take a puff and hide. So you can vape anywhere, in the toilet, on the
Ooh.
train, etc.
Makes sense leh.
Is there any like second-hand harmful effects for vaping? Because I know smoking has that, right?
Smoking has that because it's very obvious, but from what I smell, when it comes to vape, right, it's like really the smell is like the flavor.
Yeah, I don't really smell.
Just
when
imagine
my
you
friend-
smell like oolong flavor everywhere. So people don't really feel the same annoyance by
Yeah, but it's
a vape.
not so much the annoyance of the smell. It's more of like whether it's harmful, you know? Yeah, so I guess
Wow.
there are some similar harmful effects, even if the smell probably isn't as, terrible
the-
as smoke.
Yeah. Oh
So,
man.
Yeah.
Because
so don't vape in the train.
got people vape in the train, man.
They just said you can
Oh,
vape anywhere in
okay.
the toilet, in the train.
Oh God. Hey, you can't even eat in the train, then you vape in the train. That's another level.
There are also quite a few responses that just says they are addicted. I guess, yeah, you see, once you're addicted to something, even though you make it illegal, they'll find a way to get there.
And I
hit.
feel like if once you're 14, you're already cool because you do these things. But then at 30 years old, it's not no more being cool and not like it's
Yeah.
about being addicted, right?
Because yeah, what if you had your fair share of trying to be cool and you don't need to try and be cool anymore?
Yeah.
But you just continue because you're addicted. So
Are you addicted to anything, Annette?
no, I'm trying to get myself into healthy addictions,
Like what?
like exercise.
Are you addicted to it yet?
I'm not addicted to it yet, but I want to be. I want to be those people, right, who no matter how busy they are that day, they will
Oh
wake up
my
1 hour earlier
God.
just to work out.
I don't get it. I don't get this kind of people who want to be addicted to pain.
Yeah, but it's a good kind of pain. So I just want to get there, but I can't wake up.
God damn. Okay, you take one thing at a time first.
Yeah.
But
so-
at least you're not vaping.
At least not vaping, yeah.
See what I mean?
Am I addicted to anything?
Coffee? I'm addicted
I
to
might
coffee.
be addicted to caffeine, actually. Not coffee in particular. I rotate between tea and coffee. But are you
Yeah.
addicted to anything else other than caffeine?
Caffeine. I think I'm quite perfect. I think. Yeah. I'm quite addicted to success. I feel.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
Wait, do you have a social media addiction?
I do leh.
Okay, that's also not good. That's also not
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Someone says, since when making things illegal will stop anything? It goes back to how you're brought up. I guess there is a point. There's a
There
point.
is a point.
Yeah, because if someone's really truly addicted, like we said, they'll find a way to get it. There'll always be a black market for something.
Correct. And then it's like
When
trying.
there's a demand.
And then like trying to understand trade-offs, right? If you don't illegalize it, what would the trade-off be versus you illegalize it? That's why I think I'm not a policy maker lah. Yeah, I think I would feel bad, like I have to trade this off. Do
Yeah,
you feel
it's hard. It's hard. Yeah.
Do you feel like it's a fair trade-off though?
But okay, because you see, it's either you have to think about. You see, I'm also not a policymaker, but I'm sure they think 10 steps ahead. But then if they did make it legal, then I think they probably feel it will be super rampant. Yeah, because for smoking, right,
Yeah.
it's very obvious. The smell is very obvious. The whole action of it, because you're holding on, it's very obvious. So you if someone is smoking, it's very clear, and then they confine you to a smoking area.
Yep.
But I think probably the policymakers were thinking like, if they legalized it, it would just be everywhere, just everyone, all the time. Yeah, 24/7, and that's not very controllable compared to cigarettes, which they can kind of confine you there.
You know, this is the kind of response, a bit more nuanced instead of this comment. This comment anybody can make. I also can make. Correct.
But yeah, again, I'm not policymaker. Now I'm very curious. I want to know the whoever it was that made vape illegal. Like now I want to know his entire. Can we ask him what's his thought process, like his entire thought process? Now I'm so curious. Huh?
I thought the cabinet changed already, right? I think law now is Edwin Tong.
All right, so now we're going to move on to some topic discussion questions. Are you ready? Okay, we'll take turns to read. Okay, I'll read the first one.
Is vaping healthier than smoking? Whew. We need to ask expert at this one.
I don't know. Can we check?
Okay, this one is from hopkinsmedicine.org. It says vaping is less harmful than smoking.
Oh.
But it's still not safe. E-cigarettes hit nicotine and then other chemicals to create an aerosol that you inhale. Regular tobacco contains 7,000 chemicals, many of which are toxic. So there's lesser, but I feel like because you puff more, because it's so accessible everywhere, I think that's where the problem is.
Okay, so it's technically less harmful, but then because you think it's less harmful, you over-consume and then it can be about the same at the end of the day.
Yeah, and that alone, you know, now people are not annoyed by the smell. And other people also might not think it's harmful.
Okay, so apparently, sometimes there are certain vape flavors that can be even more harmful than cigarettes because it's just those specific flavors.
Yeah, our producer said that got something called a popcorn lung. It's not something you eat at the cinemas, but it's something you get when you eat the popcorn flavor.
It's not popcorn. It's just some chemical that's in that particular flavor.
That tastes like...
Yeah.
Okay, I know one popcorn lung.
Yeah. Have you ever seen someone vaping openly in public? Do you think people are getting bolder? If we talk about getting bolder, I've heard of people who kind of change the flavors that are inside their vape to be something that's more closer to drugs. Like that's the bolder move that they're moving towards. So, but in terms of publicly doing it, I don't think they are that much bolder.
Yeah, I don't think people are. People are still wary about enforcers, but people are bolder in a way of how they use that vape.
Yeah. Because you can't see what's inside.
Ooh, is there a difference in vaping culture compared to smoking culture? Is one more socially accepted than the other? Yes.
Why are they asking these kind of questions like as if we're experts on it?
Yeah, lor.
Like, I don't know anything about vaping culture nor smoking culture.
Ooh, I feel like it's quite... I think smoking culture is a bit more accepted.
Oh, really? Smoking culture more accepted?
Oh, okay, hear me out. I feel like policy also impact your culture. So if you legalize smoking,
cigarettes, yeah.
And then we also have tobacco manufacturers in Singapore, and also tobacco companies. So I feel like even CEOs and a lot of people at work also smoke, right? It doesn't, and you don't need to hide. It's like a social thing. You go NS also you smoke, but vaping I feel like it's still underground. What do you feel?
I get what you mean. I feel they are both underground in their own ways. Like so, you see, let's say the vaping they try to hide when they're in public, right? They just secretly do it. But then you can't openly smoke also. You have to do it at a smoking corner. Yeah, so that is also, in that sense, being made not socially acceptable. But also, of course, there are some people who also just smoke out in the open. They don't care. Yeah. You know what's the worst?
What?
You know, last time our office, right? You know, from Tai Seng you walk, there's this pathway, right?
So last time our office,
Yeah.
Okay.
I was walking with you, what?
Yeah.
Then there's this very narrow path from the MRT. Then there are some people where they just smoke, right?
On the way to work.
Yeah, and then you're walking, right? And then you just smell the smoke and you can't do anything about it. I find that actually very inconsiderate, you know?
Yeah. Makes sense.
So you should socially unacceptable yourself.
Especially
and, like, go to a corner.
Especially during peak hours.
Yeah, because I can't get out of the road because it's like a lot of people in walking down this path.
Correct.
Then it's just like...
Then you never sound,
I can't say anything. Yeah.
I totally get it. You are right, lah. The culture is people still look down on smoking.
They don't look down. It's that if you cause them an inconvenience or cause them like any kind of disruption, then people will still be kind of unhappy about it.
True.
Yeah. Even if it's like sometimes I stand with my smoker friends, they blow away from me. I'm okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah,
one
yeah.
where they just don't care. and then
Walking on the
Yeah, and then it
street.
just gets in my face.
No wonder last time you always look, that one
What?
you always look like you are smoked up in the
I
office.
never look like I was smoked up.
Because a lot of tobacco.
Okay, if we compare this to shisha being banned in Singapore, why do you think vaping has been harder to control?
Wow.
Because shisha needs the whole,
The whole thingamajig Yeah.
the entire
apparatus. And you need the coal you need the tube and Tisha is quite a social thing, right? Like a group thing instead
Yes.
of like a one person thing, right? And normally people do shisha in shops also. Last time it was in Arab Street. Actually, shisha is a good point whereby it's banned, but not a lot of black market for it.
Yeah, because it's too
Yeah, it's too late.
complicated.
Yeah, correct. If vapes were made legal but taxed heavily like cigarettes, do you think fewer people would use them?
Of course.
Really?
I mean, if it's really expensive, I'm sure it'll cut out at least a lot of the younger people also.
True. Do you feel like there's lesser smokers now because of how much it's being taxed?
I don't know. I don't know if there are lesser smokers now, but
Yeah.
I think it's possible that the younger people, they're more likely to pick up vape than cigarettes compared to when we were like teenagers, right?
I don't know whether the young people are now smoking cigarettes or vaping.
I'm pretty sure they're vaping instead.
They're vaping now,
Yeah,
ah.
because it feels like a more modern technology also. Like cigarettes are for the boomers or...
I
Could
feel
it be? I'm just saying. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I really don't know. To be honest, I don't know what works because you tax smokers also now also still got a lot of smokers. Let alone.
But you see, that's precisely what I'm trying to say. The older crowd, you see, they have more money, they have more disposable income. You tax them, they will still be willing to pay. But if I'm a late teenager trying to do some naughty things, then I don't have a lot of money. So if you make it very expensive, it will hinder me trying out.
Okay.
Do you feel like there are safe spaces for young people to talk openly about these issues at school, at home, with friends? Or safe spaces to talk about what their addiction with vaping or like wanting to vape, all that?
I think so. I feel like it's the conversation around vaping has always been what the flavor, but actually people don't really talk about like the addiction itself.
Yeah.
Like how smoking, I think is quite, people talk seriously about it like addiction, but then when it comes to vaping, people don't really talk about it. But I don't feel like the youngsters may have a safe space to actually talk about it because it's illegal.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah. So you do feel that apprehension in bringing it up even to anyone.
So if it's illegal, how do you like want to, if you have addiction, how do people want to quit? I also want to know like, if the youngsters, if you all want to quit and you know it's a problem, do you go cold turkey or is it like, do you ask for help? Then where do you get help lah? If you want to quit an addiction, it takes a lot of effort. It's like going PT like that. So you need to set a time where you are not busy, I feel. But I know some people say there's no right timing. So, but I still feel like it's something that really need to put your focus on.
So I'm sure it's the same. Is that once you start, it's going to get hard to quit.
Yeah.
And whether you can talk about it or not talk about it, it's the doing of the getting rid of the addiction itself that is just generally hard.
Correct. Yeah, regardless of whatever addiction itself. Yeah. I wish that it's like a bit more. Do you know whether there are like...
Yeah, it's like Alcoholics Anonymous, that kind, right?
that kind.
I don't know if there are Vaping Anonymous.
Because technically, okay, you drink alcohol legal. So no, it's easier to
Yeah, true. Just join
like, join a thing. But it feels like vaping, since it's illegal, it's like drug. You only join these things when you get caught and go jail.
We just spoke to a producer off camera. We realized that there's actually already an I Quit program that's held by HPB where, if you want to quit vaping, you can actually go there and sign up and you won't get into any trouble because you sincerely want to quit.
Correct. And it's like a whole, I think it's about a 30 months program, right? 30 days, 30 months. You want to quit, they will not quit. Yeah, it's a 30 days program, so it's like having a PT. And I believe that it's also subsidized, so don't need to worry about cost as much. And I feel like you just need to be brave to step forward.
Yeah. So let us know, what do you guys think? Do you vape? Do you not vape? Why do you think you vape? And why do you think your friends vape? Because maybe sometimes you don't ask yourself that question. You always just ask yourself, what am I vaping, but you don't ask yourself, why am I vaping? All right, thank you so much for joining us in today's episode of Real Blue Zone. Thank you, Zaki, for joining me. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me, Annette.
And we'll see you guys in another episode. Bye.